Hi, good afternoon. Hi, dear children. I hope you're able to hear me. Hi, Vilasha Singh. Hello, dear. Great. So, we are going to learn Tiny Teacher today. Let's get started in a minute. Yes. So, it's an amazing chapter number 1 from your supplementary book of class 7 CBSE. The book's name is An Alien Hand, and this is chapter number 1. I hope you're going to learn and enjoy this lesson with me today. Okay? So, have you read this chapter? Please write in the chat box, dear children, so that I can understand if you know something about the chapter or not. Nonetheless, before I miss it, I must tell you this month, if you're going to enroll for Plus lectures, the Plus subscription that we have, you'll get flat 10% off. Next month, dear children, this is going to come down to 5% off. So hurry up and get it done this month only. All right? My name is Ashwinder. I'm pursuing PhD in Gender and Development Studies, dear children. I have 8 years of teaching experience and 10 plus years of experience in education and communications. This is me on the screen, and you can see me otherwise live. Dear children, I must tell you that we have this amazing feature on the learning app of ours, UNACADEMY's learning app, that is UNACADEMY Ask a Doubt. Here you can ask n number of doubts. You can ask unlimited doubts, and you're going to get the answers for your questions in no time. High quality video solutions we give to you in English and Hindi both. And yes, we are here to assist you with your homework as well. So you can ask doubts any point in time. And now that your exams are coming in, I must tell you this is one feature that we have got for you in order to help you in the best possible way. And of course, you'll be able to crack the exam if you get the solutions of your doubts. So never keep a doubt to yourself. Do ask us. We are there for you. Nonetheless, dear children, how to update, how to upload your doubt is here in the steps. You can see there's this feature Ask a Doubt where you can attach a picture, and either you can take a picture or you can choose it from the gallery, and be very, very specific, dear children. Highlight the question that you have and then choose the subject. That is very important. And after that, of course, sit tight and wait for the results. Okay, wait for the solutions as such. All of these features are for you, my dear, wherein we are trying our level best to help you. And all you need to do is download the learning app and start learning with us. All right. So live learnings you are able to get. Doubt solutions you're able to get. Doubt clearing sessions we have. Live test series we have. Practice tests we have. And on the top of it, you're not wasting time writing down notes. We are here for you. We are making notes for you. All you need to do is after the lecture, you download it, download the entire PDF, and get started with learning. And of course, then you're ready to crack it. Yes, I hope you're all getting it. Yeah. I must tell you, dear children, that we have some really amazing batches for you. So we started the Supreme batch for Science and SST on 16th February, and it is going to end on 16th of March. We have Achievers batches as well. I'll just show it to you because class 7 is here. So Science, Computers and Mathematics, we started again on 16th of February. It is going to end on 16th of March. Nonetheless, if you have friends, relatives, you have neighbors who are in 6, 7, 8, ask them to study. And not only 6, 7, 8, we have all the subjects here. You name it, we have it, right? So you can learn as much as you can, grow with us, and crack it. Crack all the exams that you feel like. Okay. Now I would request you all to tell me what you remember of this chapter, The Tiny Teacher. Who do you think is the main subject here? If you know, write it here, dear children. Hi, Javed. Yes, Menti is there. Hello, Shatakshi. Ans, very good. Menti is there. Yes, yes. Hi, Abhilasha Singh. Yeah, absolutely correct. Yes, amazing. So you people are right. Ants are the major characters here in this chapter. The tiny teacher. Okay. Yes. I would request you all to subscribe and press the bell icon to this YouTube channel, dear children. The channel is An Academy Live, CBSE Class 6, 7th and 8th. All right. So, see, this tiny teacher is trying to teach you a lesson on discipline, management, organization. Right? So, if at the moment we're going to start with the chapter, of course, you'll get lot of learning experiences. You're going to learn from little creatures called ants. I have not read it. No problem, Shatakshi. I'll help you read it with me. Hello, Tanya. Hello, dear. Okay, so dear children, I am very sure you would have read a story of a small ant who, in front of the wall, is standing and thinking, "How tall is this wall? How will I climb it?" And then the ant started to climb. There were times the ant was falling down, and number of times the ant, of course, was feeling that it was impossible. But ultimately, the ant could do what she really wanted to, and that was climb up the wall and go to its destination, reach its goal. Indeed, a small ant is, very, very small by its size. But, ladies and gentlemen, the determination within, the hard work that an ant puts in is just amazing. And on the top of it, today we are going to learn how ants work in a team. It's very, very important to understand the essence of team spirit, the importance of working in a team, allocation of work, and dedicatedly doing your job is all the more important in a team. All right, so today we are going to learn all of these lessons from a little creature called ant. Yes, we do have Menti, my dear. We do have Menti. But first of all, I'll brief you what's the chapter all about and then we'll proceed on. So, ladies and gentlemen, The Tiny Teacher is a story that teaches us about the tiniest teacher we can learn from. It tells us about the ant, who can be a great teacher if we look closely. An ant is a creature that can teach us great things about how to become disciplined and much more than that. They are so small, yet they fulfill their duties with full dedication. In fact, they carry out their tasks very sincerely. Further, they are also very very hardworking and intelligent as well. You will see them perform a lot of duties from a cleaner to a soldier. So you'll understand how they have cleaners and they have soldiers and they have workers in their team. And the ants inhabit an ant hill where there are hundreds of little rooms and passages for all the ants. You know, the way we have rooms, the way we have space, even they allocate space, even they allocate rooms for themselves. Not obviously the way we have it, but yeah, quite similar. They have a queen ant who lays eggs that become perfect ants, and the queen learns all the duties from the old ant and gets ready to survive in this world. Thus, they are creatures who teach us a lot of great things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not one chapter wherein we are going to just read the summary, we'll get done with the question answers, and we are over and out. No, not at all. Of course, this chapter is going to teach us a lesson for life ahead. How to work in a team, how to work dedicatedly, how we should learn not to interfere into somebody else's work. I know that you must be working in projects, right? Even your school teachers would have been giving you work wherein you are told to work in a team and you're told to allocate work to each other, to distribute work and accordingly achieve the goals. But yes, there are times you fight. There are times you think, oh my god, the other person is done doing it, I'm the only person who is doing it. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we all need to learn how to work in a team, how to respect each other, how to be disciplined, how to manage things and organize it. It's all the more important to learn about team spirit, and learn to respect the other person as well who is part of your team. And yes, a good leader is the one who is going to bind the team together. A good leader is the one who listens as well as guides, right? So we'll see how the queen ant respects all the members and how all the ants follow the rules and regulations. And if you see ants, if there is an ant in front of you, don't disturb them, but just in case, if you're going to put a pencil in front of it or maybe a small paper in front of an ant, you'll see that the ant is going to climb over it and still move on. So that is what is required in life. There are times you have to face hurdles, and there are times unexpectedly the hurdles are going to come your way. It's okay, it's fine, why worry? Move on, move forward, and never stop. That is moral of the story. So the tiny teacher ants we are going to learn about today. An ant is the smallest but the intelligent, and the most intelligent, I must say, and really hardworking creature. Yes, they do have this understanding of teamwork. Teamwork divides the task and multiplies the success. That is what we need to learn, dear children, today. The tiny teacher, it uses its feelers, you can see the antennas here. It uses its feelers or antennas to talk or greet another ants. I have some questions in the Menti, so I would request you to listen to me very, very carefully and thereby answer my questions. The most commonest ants you can see, I've got some images here. I am so sure you would have seen ants, working in a team. They're always together. They're really small, but they know the importance of teamwork, the importance of respect, allocation of work, and doing one's job dedicatedly. Yes. See, this ant is so cute and it's doing its job, right? Comfortable home of ants is called an anthill, with hundreds of little rooms and passages. And you see the tiny teacher, little ant has got a queen ant in the team, and the queen ant is the mother of the entire population. It gets rid of wings after her wedding flight and does nothing, only lays eggs. So this is how they do their job. I'm not a biology teacher, but I got this life cycle of an ant here. So you can see how eggs and larva and then pupa, then female ants, then you can see male ants, and you can see the queen ant as well in this particular image. All right. Now you see how they work. Ladies and gentlemen, when I'm going to test you whether you know it or not, but in the team there are workers, there are soldiers, there are cleaners, there are builders, there are wearer ants, and then there are desert ants. Today we are going to also learn how they work in a team and how jobs are allocated. Isn't it amazing that these tiny creatures, they are so well organized? I mean, when we are working in a team, yes, there are times we miss out things, and there are times the other person corrects us and says, hey, you didn't do it right. But see how dedicatedly the tiny teachers, the little ants, work, and how they work perfectly, and they know the real meaning of team and time management. They know the real meaning of team as such. Yes, we do have Menti. Hello. Yes, hi, Ronak. Yeah, I hope Shatakshi, you are getting an understanding of what is this chapter all about. The tiny teacher. Are you getting it, my dear? We're going to then quickly read the chapter as well. After some questions, I'll ask. Okay, so now please answer. I don't know whether this girl is here or not, Shatakshi, and others who are watching me. Are you getting it? Are you able to crack it? Yes? Please reply. Children, please respond. Are you able to hear me? Yes, wonderful. Okay, great. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you for responding, dear. Now, dear children, let's go to Menti. Are you ready? Please go to www.menti.com, and I'm going to show the code to you. You can log in, and I'll start with some questions. Okay, Dipendra, thank you, dear. Please go to www.menti.com, and I'll show you my code. So my code is 5443270. Dear children, please enter this code. Yeah, it is on the screen. 5443270. Okay, Apeksha Avasti. Okay, great. Hello, Rana. Dear children, the code is on the screen. I would request you to open www.menti.com and get this code. Okay. Now I could see 5-7 students here. I can see 5-7 students here. So let's begin. Okay. Okay. Let's get started with tiny teacher. All right. So the first question is on the screen now. Please do it quickly. Time period for a grub to become a complete ant. If you've read the chapter, you'll be able to do it. You have 10 seconds to go. This way you'll be able to learn as well. Oh my God, time up. Very good. One child did not do it rightly, otherwise, very good. Six of you. Let's see who all are here and let's see the leaderboard as well, who's on the top. Very good, everybody. Dipanshu, you're the quickest of all. Good job, dear. Yes, the right answer was B part. Okay, that is 5 to 6 weeks. Now let's move on to the next question. What is the job of workers? Needs first. Maximum have done it right. Very good. Training. You know what? Ants, they do train workers. It's so amazing, right? They work in a team, of course. They know their job. They really work well in a team. And yes, they first of all train the workers and then the workers go and do the job. Okay? So the jobs of workers needs training first. All right, moving ahead to the next question. Hi, Ronak, I'm from Delhi. Dipanshu, very good, very good. I am not able to see Ronak. I would request you to participate. The code is on the screen 5443270. Okay, moving ahead to question number 3. Hello, Ronak. Okay, let's see. The secret of Anne's peaceful life is. Think about the right answer. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Sharing work. That is very, very important, dear children. When you share work, when you delegate, when you work in a team and you know who is doing what and people are dedicatedly working, then life and work becomes really easy. And of course, therefore, ants are able to live peaceful life. You see that how they don't make noise and they work in perfect teams and therefore they are happy, healthy, and hardy. Okay, moving ahead to the next question. Question number 4. Each ant does its work. Please choose the most appropriate option. You have 10 seconds to go. Yeah, both B and C. No, that's not the right answer, dear children. Intelligently and bravely. Each ant does its work intelligently and bravely, and therefore, while they're working in a team, they're able to achieve what they really feel like. Amazing. Many of you are doing it correctly. Let's see who is on the top now. Richika, Himanshu, and Varshini. Very good. You're doing it correctly. I am there, Ronak. Therefore, this mentee is going on. Rishika, you are the quickest of all. Good job. Good job, dear. Moving ahead. So after this fifth question, we are going to go and read the chapter as well. Okay? This is also very interesting. Choose the most appropriate, dear children. Time up. Let's see. Oh my god. Why have you chosen B to play with loser breeds of ants? Obviously, that was one option to confuse you. To give curd? No, green flies do not give curd. To give honey dew. Alright, that's the right answer. So now, dear children, we'll go back and we'll try and read the chapter as well to understand what is there in the chapter. See, I think you all need to revise some facts which are there in the chapter so as to answer the questions perfectly. This is NCRT, dear children. It's very, very important to learn from NCRT, and I would request you all to open your books and I'll tell you very quickly what's there in the chapter. We are going to skim and scan and we are going to see some really important lines. All right. And yes, as I've been saying, this is one chapter that you should read and learn for life ahead. The tiny teacher, who is trying to teach you how to live happily, how to live comfortably, and smartly for sure. I hope you're all getting it. So far, so good. Hi, Ghanshyam Dinesh. Hello, dear. We're doing the tiny teacher. This chapter is to help you learn some lessons for life ahead. Okay, here we go. So, name the smallest insect you have seen. The wisest? Is it a fly? Is it the mosquito? No. What is it? It's an ant. The commonest, the smallest, but the wisest insect, right? So, this story, as I've been discussing with you, is about an ant. Story of an ant's life sounds almost untrue, right? But people have kept ants as pets and have watched their daily behavior very closely. And therefore, we have learned a lot of lessons from little ants. They are tiny, hardworking, and intelligent. You can mark these keywords. Tiny means very small, hardworking, and intelligent. An ant uses its feelers and antennas to walk to another or other ants by passing messages through them. I told you, right? These feelers really help them communicate. Remember that. Each ant greets all the other coming from the opposite direction by touching their feelers. Remember that. That can come as one marker question in MCQ. And yes, there are many kinds of ants. The commonest among them are black or red ones. I'm so sure you would have seen both of them. And if a red one is going to sit on your hand, my goodness, it's going to bite you badly. So be very careful. We have seen them since we were children. Of course, you are still children, but haven't paid enough attention to them. Where do they live? How do they live? We are going to learn all of that. Hi, Prachi. Yes. So they live in their comfortable homes called nests or anthills. Please underline. Hello, my dear. Yeah, this class is on. This is for class 7, my dear. This is chapter number 1 from your supplementary book. Hello, Vinita, from your supplementary book, An Alien Hand. Dear children, you can join me for one more lecture today by 8 p.m. That's a special lecture on reported speech. Excuse me. Okay? And yes, you need to see and remember that how there is a queen ant in the group who lays eggs. And others are nurseries from the young ones called grubs. And there are workers who have their reserved quarters, the way we have our own rooms, the way we have our own books and our own study table and the laptops these days, laptops or mobile phones to study. Yeah. So similarly, they as well have their demarcated rooms, their space, which is so interesting. Yes, Menti is there, Ghansham, Dinesh. Yeah, we were doing some questions. Now, after reading the chapter, we'll go back to Menti. We have done 5 questions, and now we'll proceed on. We are reading so that all our answers come correct. Okay. So they spend most of their time searching for food. Some rooms serve as storehouse for their food, and soldiers as well have got separate barracks. You see how workers are working, and they are searching food. So workers' job is to search for food. All right, soldier's job. You see, so interesting. No worker has ever tried to live in soldier's house. No soldier has ever gone through searching for food. So soldiers or cleaners, they you see they have, or maybe workers, they have their own space and they don't interfere. That is something that we need to learn in life as well. When one particular task is given to you, when you're working in a team and you're doing your job, you should and you must concentrate on your job and not interfere, not poke somebody else who is doing his or her own job. All right. So only then team can work well, and only then you can achieve the goals that you have in mind already, right? So you see, an ant's life is very peaceful because they do their job and they mind their own business. That's very, very important. Each does its share of work intelligently and bravely and never fights with the other members of the group. That is so interesting. They never fight with each other, they know their job, and they never interfere. The queen is the mother of this entire population. So they have one mom and so many kids, right? It lives for about 15 years and it has a pair of wings but bites them off after its wedding flight. So this flight takes place on a hot summer day. The queen leaves the nest and goes out to meet a male ant or drone high up in the air. On its return to Earth, it gets rid of its wings and then does nothing but lay eggs. So, the mama ant, the queen ant, becomes mama after meeting the male ant, and after coming back, it does nothing but lay eggs. Eggs hatch and grubs come out. Soldiers guard them. So, what is the job of the soldiers? Soldiers' job is to take care of the grubs. Workers feed them, and clean them, and also carry them about daily for airing, for exercise, and sunshine. The way your mothers and your fathers would have been taking care of you and your siblings. Similarly, ants as well, they work in a team and they do all of these jobs. Ant hills. The houses, okay, the Pendra Avasti is asking, houses are called ant hills. Hi Varshini, hi Kushagra. Hi Varshini. Yes, Ghansham, I had already told you, dear, that we have Menti. Please wait. We'll go back to the questions in a while, all right? So far, so good. Are we all getting it? Please write. Are you all getting it? Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, dear. Okay, let's proceed on. All right. So you see how soldiers take care of the little ants, the younger ones, and how workers are going to give them food and they're going to clean them as well. See how particular they are, right? How they have divided themselves into teams and how they know their own job and how they work is so intelligent. I mean, I'm amazed, aren't you? See how this baby ant is coming out? And later on, you see the grubs become cocoons and lie without food or activity for 3 weeks more. Then the cocoons break and perfectly ant appear. Now it's time for teaching and training. So see, this is so interesting. The way you are getting the lessons from us at an academy. You must be taught by your parents as well every day. Similarly, little ants are also taught by the elder ones. This is how you're going to behave. You need not interfere. You must be hardworking. You must be diligent. Learn your duties, right? And then they're going to become workers or soldiers, builders or cleaners. Ah, that's so interesting. So after a few weeks training, the small ants are ready to go out into the big world of work. An anthill is a house. It's a home. Somebody was asking me, what is the house called? It is called an anthill. So it's a home not only for ants but also for some other creatures. Can you believe? They also have beetles, lesser breeds of ants, and the green fly. Why do ants want these alien creatures to live in their nests? So, for several reasons. Some give off smell pleasant to the ants' senses, like ants like them because of their smell. Others give sweet juices, and some are just pets or playthings like cats and dogs to human beings. So, ants also have friends. They also like to live in a society. They're so social. The green fly is ant's cow. The ants train it to give honeydew, like milk, with a touch of their antenna. They milk it just as we milk the cow. Have humans learned as much as ants have? Of course, that's a question. Perhaps they have, but they haven't put their learnings to good use. They may still learn a few things from this tiny teacher: hard work, sense of duty, discipline, cleanliness, very important, care for the younger ones, and above all, a firm loyalty to the land where they live. So all of these values we need to learn from the tiny teacher. And we need to be loyal towards the people that we're working with, towards the place. We should be loyal to the land where we live. Of course, we must take care of people around us. We must learn lessons on team spirit, respecting others, valuing others in the team, and of course, above everything else, I think I have learned a lesson on management, organization. Right? Did you learn all of this? Shall we go back to Menti, dear children? Once you give it a go, we'll go back to Menti and we are going to check whether we have learnt it well or not. Okay? Yes. Hi, free fire lover. Are we all getting it, dear children? I will ask a question from you in the end, but after Menti. Okay? Yes, wonderful. Thank you, dear children. Thanks, Tanya. Thanks, Ghansham. Yeah, okay, we're going back to Menti. Those who have joined us just right now, I would request you to note down this code. Please open menti.com, www.menti.com, and put this code 5443270 so that we can begin with this quiz. Okay. Free fire lover. Let's concentrate on Menti and the questions. Yeah? Okay. Okay, Dipendra. Okay, everyone, let's get started. So next question is now going to come on the screen just after this leaderboard. Yes. Dipanshu, you are the quickest of all. Very good. Back to the top. Look at the question carefully and answer, dear children. It's a very easy question. What is the meaning of young ones? Three, two, one. Time up. Yes. Who said friends? And somebody said parents as well. My dear, young ones refers to children. Okay. Moving to the next question. Very good, Tamanna. You are the quickest of all. Very good. Congratulations, Dipanshu, Rishika, and Himanshu. Top three. Good job. Moving ahead. Excuse me. No, you cannot free fire, lover. Moving ahead. Hi, Herman. Who are the alien creatures of ant hills? Who are the other creatures who live with ants? Time up. Okay, 5 students got confused. Why only green fly? I helped you read the chapter, dear children. So, beetles, lesser breeds of ants, and even green fly, all of these live with ants. Remember that. Let's see. Tamanna, Peksha, Ruchi, and Tanya. Very good. You got it right. And Tamanna is the quickest of all, and she has come up. Good job, Tamanna. Moving ahead. Who feed? Please correct it. Who feed and clean the grubs? It should be FEAD, okay? Who feed and clean the grubs? We discussed it while we were reading the chapter. Time up. 3 students are incorrect, but yes, maximum of you got it. Workers do it. Good job. Yes, thank you, Ashrita. Thank you for saying that. I think the person is not getting it. Yeah, I'm going to block. Children, you need to know the basic understanding of a class, and you must not write things which are unacceptable. Right. Thank you, Ashrita. Very good, Rishika. You're on the top. Okay, moving ahead to the next question. Let's concentrate, my dear. Look at the next question. Question number 9. Let's see who's going to win this quiz today. 4 questions to go. What are we supposed to learn from ants? Please choose. To short from work, carelessness. We should learn carelessness from ants. Of course not. I don't know who chose C part. We should not be careless. Of course, ants are not. They're well organized, well managed. They know the meaning of team management, team spirit. They respect each other. That's all the more important here. All right, so discipline is something that we need to learn from tiny ants. Okay. Learn that, dear kids. Tamanna, very good. You're the quickest of all. Good job. Rishika, Tanya, and Tamanna, you're on the top. Dipanshu, what happened to you? Get back. Okay, moving ahead to the next question. Please concentrate on the quiz boosted songs. Right, the code is on the screen. Hi. Who is the mother of the entire population here, dear children? Let's see. Three, two, one. Time up. 9 students have answered it right. Very good. Good job. Ghansham, very good. You're the quickest of all. But buck up, okay? 2 more to go. Let's see who's going to win this quiz today. I think it is the easiest of all. We just read it. If you were attentive while we were reading the chapter, you'll be able to crack it. Time up. Of course, in the end, on the tree, no. In the nest, no. Not at all underwater, we never read that. Children, be active. 4 of you were correct. Rishika, Tanya, Ghansham. These 3. Good job. Good job, dear children. Good job, Ghansham. Rishika, you're the quickest of all. Now, moving on to the last question. Let's see who's going to win this today. Nine seconds to go. Four students did it right. They touch feelers and they thereby talk to each other. Very good. Let's see who has won it. Who has won today's Menti? Rishika, wonderful. Very good, my dear. Congratulations. Good job. Very, very good. Okay. Nice. Now, dear children, let's go back to NCERT and see the comprehension check. Okay, so you tell me, how long does it take for a grub to become a complete ant? I discussed it while I was conducting Menti. Can somebody write it in the chat box? You remember the time? So, dear children, I must answer it and you listen to me, that it takes 2 to 3 weeks for a grub to become a cocoon and another 3 weeks for a cocoon to break and finally complete ant appears. So you can see approximately 5 to 6 weeks. Now, why do the workers ants carry the grubs about? So the worker ants, they carry the grubs about, right? They help them to exercise, get sunshine, air, etc. Right? So the workers ants carry them about daily for airing, for exercise and sunshine. Remember that. Now next, what jobs are new ants trained for? Can somebody write it in the chat box? What jobs are new ants trained for? See, the different jobs. So can you tell me what kind of jobs do they do? Yes. I'm waiting for your answers. Reply, dear children. Not getting any reply as of now. So we discussed that ants are going to become the baby ants, the younger ones are later on going to become cleaners, workers, or they're going to become soldiers, right? So these are the different kind of jobs they are trained for. Question number 4, that's also an NCRT question. Name some other creatures that live in anthills. We discussed it. Let's go back to the text. You remember green fly, beetles, and lesser breeds of ants. All of them live with ants. Okay. Yeah, moving ahead. Mention 3 things we learned from the tiny teacher. Give reasons for choosing these items. Very important, dear children, that of course we have learned a lot of lessons today from the tiny teacher we studied about. We learned how to be disciplined, how to know the meaning of management, organization, team spirit, valuing others, and of course, not interfering somebody else's job, not interfering into someone else's job. Very good, Kansham. Yes, discipline. All of these keywords you must remember. We learned the meaning of hard work, sense of duty, discipline, cleanliness, care for the younger ones, and above all, firm loyalty to the land where we live. Right? And yes, we added on management and organization, team spirit. That is also one pointer that we can add on. I would request you all to note it down: team spirit, management, and organization. Now, this is one question that I wanted to ask you. What problems are you likely to face if you keep ants as pets? Do you think it will be an easy task to keep ants as pets? Please write in the chat box and tell me. Yes, dear children? Do you think it's easy to keep ants as pets? For I think it will be a little difficult. They're so small, right? You'll have to be very, very careful. Yeah. Hi, Kaplesh Bharti. So I think it will be very difficult for ants to be with us because we have to be really careful. Yeah. Do you think? No, it is. It is not difficult. Huh, Kansham? Hi, Kashush Bharti. I think the ants can also. No. Okay, the Pedro. No problem. Okay. So if you think there is no problem, you must try and watch them. And of course, you're going to learn from them. But I think it will be a little difficult. We have to be really careful if we are keeping ants as pets. All right. Moving ahead, we have to fill in these blanks. I would request you all to fill in these blanks. And then we'll have a poem in front of all of us, quite relatable to what we have studied today. You know how different animals live, they have different houses. So let's see what are the names of their houses. I'm giving you a minute to do it. Soldiers live in barracks and birds in dash, much like a snake that rests in a dash. No horse is able to sleep except in a dash, and a dog lives well, mind you, only in a dash. To say hi to an ant, if you will, you may have to climb and dash. So you'll have to tell me the names of the houses. I've also tried. Tell me, tell me. So tell me, the birds live in nests. Birds live in nests. And where do the snake lives? Snakes live in a hole. Okay. And a horse? Where does a horse live? Please answer, dear children. Horses live in a stable. Okay. And then dog lives in a kennel. KENNEL. And finally, we have studied today that ants, they live in an anthill. I hope you all have got it. Are we good, everybody? Okay. So with this, we are done with this chapter. The tiny teacher. Very good, dear children. Heart, no Ghanshyam, I've answered already. I would request you to note down these answers. Here, birds live in nest. So nest is the answer for blank number 1. Then snakes live in a hole. Then horses live in a stable. Dog lives in a kennel, KENNEL. And finally, ant lives in an anthill. All right, I hope you're all getting it. Wonderful. So with this, we have come to the end of this particular lecture on the tiny teacher. We learned that the smallest insect we would have seen and the wisest of all is indeed an ant. An ant today and always teaches us lessons on care, discipline, cleanliness, hard work, sense of duty, sincerity, organization, and management. We need to learn from these tiny teachers how they work wonderfully well in a particular team they work for, and they never interfere. We have also learned how they divide their jobs and how they work dedicatedly. Right? I told you different kinds of jobs they do. There are ants which are workers, there are ants who are going to do the work of a soldier, and of course, they are the smartest of all. So, this particular slide I had shown to you while I was teaching, I told you, right, that different kind of jobs that they do. These pictures are large, right? But, ladies and gentlemen, these tiny teachers are really, really amazing. If you look at them, you'll see how they never stop. They do follow the quotation, the show must go on. So, even if there are hurdles coming on their way, even if there are problems coming in front, they move on and on and on, teaching us a lesson to move on in life and never stop. So, I hope this chapter, The Tiny Teacher, would have helped you learn some facts about the ants. You can see how they talk using their feelers, how they teach us a lesson on teamwork. As you know, I've discussed with you and well said, teamwork divides the task and multiplies the success. So indeed, they are successful because of the understanding of teamwork. They understand the essence of teamwork and they work really well. They help each other really well, and therefore they're able to achieve their goals. So, dear children, whenever you're getting projects from school or otherwise you get some task to do at home, when a mother tell you to work with your brother or sister and do a particular task, do it well. Do not get irritated. Relax, divide the job, understand the meaning of teamwork, never interfere, do suggest, and do it peacefully. So, just like an ant, you'll be able to live a life quite peacefully then. Okay? Hi Ashika, hi Diksha. So with this, we are done with today's lecture on Tiny Teacher. Thank you for joining in, little children. I hope you all got it. Yes? Hi Varshini. Bye-bye Varshini. Okay, you were there throughout. I know. Tanish, we are done with it. We had questions in Menti. So I've asked some 12 questions. We also discussed some NCRT questions as well. Thank you for joining in, everybody. Lots of love. Take care of yourselves and the family. And do not forget the lesson that we learned today. Okay? Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.